Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Wakar, Wadash, and double honors to our Apostle El. I want to give Apostle Elders that rule the great millstone, that are in these last days that have been given the truth. All right, that have been giving it out to us, the hopeful elect, man. And this is a lesson, Lord willing, this is edifying to you, Akim, because we're in the year of 2018, which is the year of prophecy, okay? Things are going to get hot, okay? This is sort of a response, not really a response. Yeah, it's a response, because I've been thinking about it all day since I've seen the video. If you haven't seen it, the elder, Yashawamba, had a vision, he brought the vision out, and it's something that we gotta comprehend and put into our thought, our mind, man, our life, and see that look, and that's why I titled this video, "The Fear of the Lord is Coming." All right, it's coming, man. That's why we've been given the sweet part, and preparing ourselves, for the hopeful elect. That's why you got guys that's falling out, going back to the lineups, and you got Nate and the other alphabet groups, as they say, that they're not concentrated on the fear, man. They don't want the fear. They want the kingdom easily, easily given. They said something easy is not good. Yahweh Shai didn't get the glory that he got easily, man. So hopefully that Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua willing, Ratazah, he give us that spirit to maintain in that time, man. As chaos is going around us, but that's why I titled this "The Fear of the Lord," because I found a couple articles also that I'm gonna share with you, Akim, and Lord willing, this is edifying, man. So let me go and click here. This is an article I found. It says, oh, not this one. It says, the title of this article, it says, 2018 could see the most natural disasters in history. So Esau's already gearing himself up for this, because he has all these Doppler radars and different things that he's set up to try to predict the weather and patterns, because he sees that something's coming. All right, on the natural state, but we know something's coming on a spiritual and physical level. Lord willing, that this year be the return of Yahweh Shai in the time of prophecy. That's why we put in the apostle coined it the year of prophecy. And what's the main prophecy is Yahweh Shai returning, man. And you got prophecies that precede that come before that. The mark of the beast, Iran, United States going into Iran, and they already doing it on the low tip by the proxies. That's why I seen an interview that they interviewed the so-called protesters in Iran, and they were calling on the United States to come in there and help them. What should ring your bell? Libya, Syria, all those things were pretexts to America doing something and intervening in those areas by funding them with aid. Then it goes to weapons. Then it goes to this. Then it goes to that. That's the playbook, man. Because they're using proxies instead of going in there directly, and then they come in there on the back end to sort of clean up the rest of their plans and leave the place in turmoil. That's why it says in Jeremiah 50, it says the hammer of the earth, you know. But I'm gonna read this article and then I'm gonna jump right into the scriptures. So it says 2018 could see the most natural disasters in history, not just now, for that year in history. It says in 2006, in 2017, influx in catastrophic hurricane didn't make you believe in a Duos X Makana. Remember that money talks. Last year, the U.S. spent more on natural disaster relief than ever before. And that was in 2000, and that was the year of death, destruction, and diligence. And that came to pass, man. If you read, once I read this article, you're going to see that death, destruction happened and diligence took place on where? The hopeful elect, man. Brothers have been diving deeper into scriptures. There have been more men coming in. The brotherly love has grown. So that saying came to pass, man. And I'm going to read this article, and it says, according to the National Center of Environmental Information, we spent more than $306.2 billion last year to clean up 16 major weather and climate events. That nearly doubled the average amount of about 6 disasters per year that's been on record since 1980. A number has been climbing steadily over the past 5 years. Each of the 16 disasters this year exceeded 1 billion in losses, prompting the NCEI to coin 2017 the year of billion-dollar disasters. Destruction. You had death, destruction. This event included 1 drought, 2 floods, 1 freeze event, 8 severe storms, 3 tropical cyclones, and 1 wildfire. And we've already in the first month of 2018, we've had wildfires, mudslides, outbreak of the flu. What else have we had? I mean, it's so much you can hardly keep up with it, man. You've had boats catch on fire. You've had a winter freeze over the whole of the United States. It was so bad they had to cancel New Year's Eve events, and that you don't hear that too much. It says 8 severe storms, 3 tropical cyclones, and 1 wildfire. By exceeding 300 in cumulative costs, this year went on record as the costliest in history, surpassing the previous annual record cost of 2.14.8 billion we spent in 2005, a year that saw catastrophic impact of Hurricane Dennis, Wilma, Rita, and Katrina. It says some of the more noteworthy events including Western wildfire season, which totaled a cost of 18 billion, tripling the previous U.S. annual wildfire cost. So things are intensifying, man. These things are taking place on a wider and more intense scale. All right. Hold on, let me check the comment board. Hey, shalom to you, Akim, that's tuning in too. I'm gonna read this article and I'll check on. If you Akim got precepts, let them ride. It says Hurricane Maria and Irma had a total cost of 90 billion. And I talked to somebody at the Key in Florida, and they said the Keys are no more. There is no more Florida Keys, man. The Most High took out a whole section of Florida, man. It says there's no more. There's not much building up there. It's a loss. It's a total loss, man. It says 38-year period of record billion-dollar disasters. Hurricane Maria and Irma had a total of 90 billion and 50 billion respectively. Hurricane Maria now ranks as the 3rd costliest weather and climate disaster on record for the nation, and Irma ranks as the 5th costliest. Some predict that volcano eruptions will soon be on the rise, and we have one in I think maybe in Bali or something like that. But I've seen a couple of volcanoes already erupting. It says will soon be on the rise too. Remember that intense fiery eruptions in Bali. Yep, time. It answered it. Bali's Mount Agus last November. Researchers found a direct link between the frequency of those eruptions and climate change, as a rapidly heating Earth melts the glaciers that help the volcanic mountains keep their cool. So these things are going to be. We ain't even got to it yet, man. We're in the first month of this year, and it's already been an eventful one. It's going to get worse. And it says even more good news. Scientists also predict that 2018 will see a steady rise in frequency of earthquakes because the Earth slows down after a period of time. The Earth speeds up and then it slows down, just like a pool, or if you got a cup and you turn that cup fast, right? And then all of a sudden you slow that cup down. The cup is the water, the continent, the stuff that's in the cup is gonna speed up and stop. It's the G forces. Okay, so I'm trying to put it in a way the Earth is slowing down So it's going to shift the tectonic plates. And those tectonic plates shifting is going to cause earthquakes. And that's the Most High doing that, man. Because you read Matthew 24, it says there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. And we've already had them. But now the science is saying that it's going to intensify because the fear of the Lord is coming, man. These things are predicted to come in prophecy. And it says Earth rotation will likely slow about a millisecond every day, noting nothing notable to us, but enough to cause our planet to shift around a little too much. Last year, researchers in Colorado found a pattern of 5-year periods where the number of earthquakes rise dramatically, always immediately following a drop in the speed of the Earth's rotation. Without getting too political here, the science is indisputable. According to the NOAA, 2017 was the third warmest year on record in the U.S. 5 states had their warmest year ever last year too. Let's keep going. Let me see here. Let me see if there's more on here. Oh, that's it on that. But and then I pulled this article on earthquakes. It says a new study suggests that we may want to brace for a surge of quakes in the year ahead. All right, and it says there's no natural disaster sneakier than an earthquake. Hurricanes can be predicted and tracked weeks in advance, and even tornadoes. Monsoons and blizzards at least have seasons, but earthquake strikes entirely without warning. Now, however, a new study suggests that we may want to brace for a surge of earthquakes in the year ahead. And the reason for the danger is unlikely one. The rotation of the earth has slowed slightly. All right. So we're in that time, man. These things are going to intensify, and they're going to force all types of stress on the people of the earth because there's no fear of the Lord, man. These people don't fear the Lord. That's why you have transgenderism. You have all this kind of you have transgenderism, homosexuality, lesbianism. All these things are intensifying. So the Most High is getting ready to intensify judgment because we're in that time, man. There's no excuse, especially for you Israelites, to say that you don't know of the truth. The Most High has had the internet, the unicorn, push this to the four corners of the planet Earth. And it says, then the end shall come. So you can't say you didn't know because now you got people scoffing at it, from the Christians to the so-called Bible buffers, man. The whole alphabet group of Bible buffers, man. Then you got Israel that know better, that should know better, that's partying. So this thing is, we're at the head of it. We're at the time when it's going to result in judgment. That's why the elder said it. You're either on the side or you're not, man. That's why we fear the Lord. We serve the Lord with fear and trembling. So I'm gonna jump into some of these precepts, man. And Lord willing, I will post that article down there for you Akim to check out. Do videos, whatever the Spirit has it. Let me get this real quick. This is Haggai. Haggai 2 and 6. Haggai 2 and 6. And it says, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land." And it says, "And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill his house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts." It says, "The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts." But the main point, the Most High is getting ready to shake the planet Earth. He's getting ready to shake up these heavens and shake up the planet Earth, the rulerships of the planet Earth. Because who's ruling right now? These Edomites, by the chief house of Amalek. He's going to shake them and put a monkey wrench in their plans of the new world order. All right, and this is the precept. This is Hebrews 12 and 26. It says, whose voice then shook the earth. But now he hath promised, saying, Yet once more I will shake not the earth only, but also heaven. And this word, yet once more, signified the removing of those things that are shaken. Because what's going to be shaken? You're going to have the people shaken, but the main thing is the power structure of these Edomites. They're going to be taken out of power. The things that are shaken is going to be passed away, and you're going to have the thermonuclear holocaust, and you have the angels. Then the kingdom of heaven is going to be established under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. In King David the 12, okay, the earth is going to be made right, but we have to go through these times, man. So the Lord has to show the earth his anger, just like he showed ancient Egypt his anger. And the last plague was the death of the firstborn. It says, as this word yet once more signifies the removing of those things that are shaken, as of the things that are made. And those things which cannot be shaken may remain. And that thing you goes into what? That's the elect, man. Because the elect is not going to be shaken in these times. We're going to be scared. Don't get it wrong. But it says none. It says none shall be taken out the Lord's hand. We're not going to be shaken. We're not going to be taken out the Lord's hands. Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man. That's why we hope and pray. It says, and those things which cannot be shaken may remain. All right. That's it on that. That's it on that. Let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah 25 and 33. Check the comment board. Hey, Akim got bangers on here. I'm gonna get this precept and then I'm gonna get some off the comment board. This is Jeremiah 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at the day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. Because there's gonna be so many dead bodies, you ain't gonna be able to bury them, man. That's why these elites, that's their first job when they come, when they're brought out of that pit. They're brought out of those bunkers, you know, that they dug into, and they have to go, they got to get to work, man. It says, they shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. How, ye shepherds? And what's these shepherds, man? That's these guys like Nate Satan, Bubble Eyes, HODC, all these other groups that are teaching the Israel the wrong, the little bits. You have to have the whole thing, man. You can't piecemeal it. You got to give them the whole thing. Just because they teach 95% of the truth, that 5%, that last 5% could be the decision between destruction and salvation. If you're not teaching your congregation about the mark of the beast and they take that mark of the beast, they're going to be destroyed by it. Even though they got their fringes on, they got their so-called borders of blue, they eat lamb, they don't eat pork, shrimp, all that. But that 5% of that mark of the beast can get them put to death, man. Okay? Or teaching other misgotten. Now you got these guys talking about the earth is flat, which I don't even know where the hell that came. That's an Edomite concoction, man. It says, ye principle of the flock. It says, hold on, how ye shepherds and cry and howl yourselves in the ashes. And what's ashes? Is a form of mourning, man. So we're supposed to be in that time of mourning. That these guys that aren't teaching their congregation the right way and they want to party on Passover, man, they're not in mourning. They're in a state of mirth. It says, and howl yourselves in the ashes, ye principle of the flock. Now let me look at that word principle. And then I'm gonna jump on the comment board. Hey, I know there's some. I gotta scroll back. You know, this is ones I've seen up there. This is the word for principle is adiyar, adiyar, and it says great, majestic, a water of sea, of a tree, of kings, nations, powers, great ones, majestic ones, noble, chieftains, servants. And we're the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So it's saying them servants. It says, Salakia, how you shepherds and cry and howl yourselves in the ashes, you principle of the flock, you servants of the flock, for the days of your slaughter and of your desperation are accomplished, and ye shall fall like the pleasant vessel. So these things are going to come upon Israel, man. They're going to come upon 2/3 of Israel that's not in the know, that's not preparing themselves for the time to come. Okay? So let me get this. This is from the brother Fear Yahweh Shem Shai. This is Isaiah 29 and 6. It says, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire. Time. And that's what you're gonna see, man. We have what? We got wildfires, we got earthquakes, we got famines that's getting ready to hit. We got these diseases that's starting to turn into outbreaks, man. And we're not even at the fullness of it yet. We're just in the hors d'oeuvres. Okay, we're in the appetizers of judgment. You know, that's a sit down appetizer of judgment. This is Malachi. This is Malachi 1 and 6 and 1 and 6. It says, "A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor?" Khan, where's the fear of Yahweh Shem Shah, man? I remember when I was a child, man. When you knew you was about to get in trouble with your father, man, you feared, man. You had a way of fear about you. That's what we should have, man. We should honor our father with that fear. If you honor your fleshly father, how much more your spiritual father, which take care of you more than your fleshly father, because he took care of your fleshly father to have him around and being there, man. All right, and it says, "A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is mine fear?" Man, that's a banger. All right, that's a banger. I'm gonna read that again, man. Malachi 1 and 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear, saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priest, that despise my name. Who is that, man? That's Nate all day. That's Nate in his congregation, man. And these other guys that don't want to push the name of the Lord fervently. We should fervently praise our power, man, because he's not slowing up to get us out of here. He says, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. He's not hesitating to take us out of this place. So we shouldn't be hesitating to praise Yahweh Shem Shah, man. That's what we should be on our mind all the time, is to praise him, man. Because he's doing the mighty work for his name's sake and for the hopeful elect, man. Okay? And it says that despise my name, and ye say, wherein have ye despised? It says, wherein have we despised thy name? And they have despised their name. And one of the main things is partying on Passover, man. Or going, oh, we got to go back to Israel. You know, you despising the Lord's words, man, that are coming out by his prophets and the apostles and the elders, man. These men have been given the aptitude to see what is getting ready to come, man. We're not blowing an unfamiliar sound. We're blowing the sound of the trumpet, but it says, him that have ears, let him hear. They're not paying attention to the trumpet. They're paying attention to who's blowing the trumpet. You need to pay attention to the sound that's coming out of the trumpet. Because all these guys they try to demean us as personal. They taking it as a personal thing. It don't matter what happens to us in what we do in life. This word is the thing that has the forefront, man. You trying to talk about men, demean men's characters, or go after men, but you're not attaining unto the sound of the trumpet that's being blown, man. We're in a time of danger, man. Hey, Shalom, Elder. We're in a time of danger, man. You know, the things that are getting ready to come on the earth should shake us, man. That's why it says, what does it say? Fear the Lord serve the Lord with fear and trembling, man. That we hopefully have salvation. So let me go back to this Jeremiah real quick. Let me get Revelation. This is Revelation 6 and 16. It's Revelation 6 and 16, and it says, and they said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne. So this is the time that the people are going to start fearing, man. When the Lord acts fully, when he puts that pedal to the metal, as it may say, man. He's going to put the pedal to the metal, then people are going to want to start fearing. But it says what? Blessed is them that have seen me and yet believe. That's why the hopeful elect is in a mind state of we believe upon the Lord. We know that his words are going to come to pass before they come to pass. So we believe, man. There's going to be people that only believe when they start seeing foot to ass, when they start seeing mass death, they start seeing all these things. But you're going to have some elect come in on that note. It says, in the day of thy power, the people shall be willing. So you're going to have some people get sealed in those times. But it says, blessed is those that don't see it and yet believe, man. Because we can't see these things happening. We can't show you. You know, some men are given visions. They're given sights into the future. But on the large scale, man, we got to believe that these things are gonna take place, and we have to pray and hope for salvation in those times, man. You know, but Jake just want to party their ass off, man. Oh, Eddie Murphy ass party all the time. Hey, this is Revelation 6:16, and it says, "And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai." Let's go into that word wrath, so we can get a better understanding on this, man. Because they seem to think we're gonna party into the kingdom. If we just gonna slide up in there, man, cha cha slide into the kingdom. The word for wrath is or g, and the word there is anger, the natural dispensation, temper, character, movement, or act, ignition of the soul, impulse, desire, any violent emotion. So the Lord has a violent emotion for the planet Earth as it's being ran today, man. That's why the Lord said he is angry with the wicked every day. The day of vengeance burns in his heart. These scriptures are insight scriptures to show us how the Lord is feeling in these times, man. You got transgenders, you got all types of I seen an article where a damn transgender was with a dude for 5 years and kept canceling the damn appointments to get checked, man. Because the damn thing is a man. See the confusion out here, man. You can't even go and pop these days. You out here popping, you might be popping a damn transformer, man. And it says, but especially anger, wrath, indignation, and indignation is righteous anger, man. Anger, exhibition, and punishment. And the Lord has a right to be angry. Look what's happening on planet Earth. Things are changing. Everything is being put out of whack. The animals in the sea is coughing up the spirit, man. They can't even stand the ocean that they live in. We don't know the type of pollution Esau's polluting out there. We only know of the things they want to report. Imagine how many cargo ships have spilled out there. How many oil spills are out there? How many chemicals they've dumped out there? How many harsh experiments they've taken place, man? Sonar experiments, all types of madness. This man's wickedness knows no bounds. As soon as you try to put a cap on his wickedness, it exceeds it. It says anger, wrath, indignation, anger, exhibiting in punishment, hence used for punishment itself, of punishment afflicting by magistrates. All right. So now let me get these couple. Yeah, Khan. This is from the brother Kabash. This is 1 Thessalonians 2:13. For this cause also thank we Yahweh without ceasing. We got to keep going, man. You can't praise him enough. Once you see that you think you got it, praise him more, man. You can never go far enough with praising Yahweh Shem Shah, man. It says, let me start from the top. For this cause also thank we Yahweh without ceasing, because when ye received the word of Yahweh, which ye heard of us, ye received it not as the word of men, but as it is in the truth, as in spirit, man. You didn't personalize it. You didn't care what mouth you heard it. You know, that's why it says the sheep knoweth my voice and they follow me, man. These guys that are scoffing, they personalizing the truth. They're trying to put a face to it, man. No, it's a spirit you got to go in, man. It says the word of Yahweh, which effectively worketh also in you that believe. And we believe in this thing. That's why we putting forth effort. And we ain't going back in the world talking about, yeah, I'm lined up. You know, Jake is out of here, man. Jake is out of here. It says, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, the anger. the indignation of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shah. And it ain't gonna be nice, man. It's not gonna be nice. He said he's gonna cry like a travailing woman. You know how pissed off the Lord is? He's gonna get to open up on the world and show him who's the man, who's the master. This is Isaiah 2:10. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled. They gonna fear the Lord, man. The Most High gonna humble these heathen, 2/3 of Israel. He's gonna humble them, man. And even hopeful elect is gonna be shook. We're gonna be shook in that day, Lord willing, man. We're gonna be like, man, you don't want to be on the bad side of the Lord, man, ever. Even though we're gonna be turned perfect, we still gonna have that fear in our hearts, like, man, you see what the Lord did to Babylon, man? It says, the lofty looks of men shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And the Lord also shall be exalted in that day. So the fear of the Lord will be magnified in the planet earth. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And that's coming, man. Hey, that's coming. We coming to that time where this is going to take place, man. And it's not going to, it says, though it tarry, wait for it. It's not going to be long, man. It's not going to be long. This is the last scripture I had. I had more scriptures, but the point should be there, man. You know? And we got to reiterate this and keep reiterating it, man, because look, you can't praise the Lord enough in glory and in fear. You know, the fear of the Lord should be pushed, but these other groups don't want to push it. They want to show you the kindness of the Lord. The Lord is a merciful, man, but you got to think he also has that fiery anger, man, which is coming on the planet Earth. This is Isaiah 66:16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Read it again. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst eating swine's flesh, and abomination in the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. But the main thing, man, the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. You know, so hey, man, Lord willing, this was edifying to you, Akim. I just wanted to touch that base and then you know, give a different aspect to this thing, man. You know, it's an important thing to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua with your heart and your spirit, man, as much as you can, man. Because we coming to the time where he's gonna show us what it is. And it's gonna be that time, man. Esau going dead. Hey, Shalom, GMS Joplin. Hey, Shalom to you. Y'all about Shimmy out Shah Brakatao, man. Hey, but hey, for you, I can just tune in on, man. I hope, you know, go back and watch some of the video. But man, Lord willing, this is edifying to you, I can that have watched and come in and support it, man. But hey, keep faith, keep that strength up, and always and pray for the fear of the Lord and pray for more wisdom and faith, man. We come to that time. So I give all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakar, Kodash. Hey, shalom to you, Akim, man. Shalom. Keep faith, man. Keep it. Shalom.